Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today, you're going to be writing an informative paragraph with three detail sentences, and you will focus on the three detail sentences. And our anchor text is From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. This is also from Second Grade Journeys, Lesson 25. Before this lesson, you will need a piece of paper and a pencil because at the end of our review, you're going to challenge yourself and you're going to do some hamburger writing. No, that does not mean you're going to write about hamburgers, but the hamburger gives us a good visual of how to write a paragraph. So we're going to start out with green. We're going to use our traffic light colors. Green means go. Start with your topic sentence, and I'm going to give you your topic or main idea sentence. Then we're going to slow down, and this is what you're going to focus on. You're going to slow down and write your first detail or fact one sentence that supports the topic sentence. Then you're going to slow down again and write your second detail or fact two sentence. And then you're going to slow down a third time and write your third detail or fact three sentence that supports your topic or main idea. And then we're going to go back. Green means go back and and I'm going to give you your conclusion, which is related to our topic sentence. So this is like a hamburger. That's why we call it hamburger writing. Green, state your topic. Slow down, give your first detail. Slow down again, give your second detail. Slow down again, give your third detail. And then green means go back or state your conclusion, write your conclusion, which is related to our main idea. Here's our learning target for this lesson. I can say the main topic and write the key details of the text from seed to plant using complete sentences. Well, how will you be able to do this? Here is our success criteria, our steps to success. I will, number one, say the author's purpose of the passage. Why did the author write the text from seed to plant? Well, it's as easy as pie. Either P, persuade, I, inform, or E, entertain. Pie. I will say what the text is mostly about, the most important thing. I will say what the author wants us to learn. I will say and write three important details that support the main idea. Those are those yellow detail sentences. And finally, I will check my writing using the writing checklist. So, From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons is nonfiction. What is nonfiction? Nonfiction books teach us information and facts. Nonfiction is real. It has text features like photographs. Real topics might be holidays, animals, or sports. So, why did the author write the text From Seed to Plant? Well, it's as easy as pie or PIE. The author wrote the text to either persuade, that's the letter P. Persuade means to convince the reader of a certain point of view. Inform, I stands for inform. Inform means to teach or give information to the reader. Or entertain, E stands for entertain. Entertain means to hold the attention of the reader through enjoyment. Main idea. What is the main idea? The main idea is what a text is mostly about. How do you find the main idea? Well, you can look at the title and pictures. Sometimes the main idea is in the first and last sentence. And look for clue words repeated over and over. So, retell of From Seed to Plant. So, the author wrote the text to either persuade, P stands for persuade, to convince the reader of a certain point of view, or the author wrote the text to inform, I stands for inform, to give us more information and details about the topic, or the author wrote the text to entertain, E stands for entertain, to have write a funny story or give enjoyment to the reader. So, why did the author write the text from seed to plant? The author wrote the text to choose one of those: persuade, inform, or entertain the reader. Say it out loud. Well, the author wrote the text to inform the reader. It is mostly about how. What is it mostly about? The main idea. It is mostly about how. Say the main idea out loud. It is mostly about how. Well, it's mostly about how seeds grow into plants. Here are four details or facts that support the main idea. So we've talked about these facts in another lesson. First, what do we see here? There are many parts of first, there are many parts of a flower. The stamen, that's a part of the flower, the stamen makes the pollen. A grain of pollen must land on the sticky stigma before a seed can start to grow. Second, how do seeds travel, or um, how do seeds go from place to place? Well, the fruit or pod grows around the seed and protects it. Once the fruit or pods ripen, the seeds are scattered by animals, people, and the wind. And I forgot to add, they are also scattered by water because seeds may float in rivers, ponds, and lakes. Third, what is germination? Third, germination is, and there's a picture showing germination. Third, germination is when well, germination is when the seed coat softens from rainwater and it breaks, the seed coat breaks, and it grows a root down into the nutrient rich soil, and the soil is warmed by the sun. So, germination is when the seed coat gets softened from the rain and water, and then it breaks open the seed coat and grows a root into the nutrient rich soil that is warmed by the sun. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to show you this. Germination is when a seed coat breaks open and sprouts. From there, a root grows down in the soil to get water and minerals. With this food, it can grow a shoot. Sorry, I was telling you the facts without showing you the sentences. Fourth, what part of the flower, or not, I'm sorry, what part of the plant makes the seed? So, fourth, once a plant has grown, it has, well, once a plant has grown, it has buds which open into flowers. The parts of a flower help make new seeds. These seeds, pods, or fruit are tasty and full of nutrition. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how. Now, this is related to the main idea up here. And remember, the main idea and the conclusion are the green parts of our paragraph. Green means go. State your topic. Say what the text is mostly about. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how plants grow or how seeds grow into plants and the stages of how a seed grows into a plant. All right, we're done with our review. It's the end of our review. It's time to challenge yourself. You will need your piece of paper and pencil. You're going to answer this question. What did you learn about the text, the main idea, and important details? And remember, we're using our hamburger writing colors on uh, our traffic light colors. Green means go. I learned the text is mostly about how seeds grow into plants. That's our main idea or topic sentence. Then you're going to write your first detailed sentence, your second detailed sentence, your third detailed sentence, and then I'm going to give you your conclusion. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how plants grow. So here's what you need to remember as you are writing. Say each sentence out loud before you write it. And you can use this writing checklist to help you. My writing checklist. Make sure to use finger spaces between your words. Use punctuation or periods at the end of your sentences. Use uppercase or capital letters at the beginning of each of your sentences. Sound out any unknown words you don't know how to spell. Write the sounds you hear. And then my favorite, reread each of your sentences to make sure that they make sense. So as you're writing, think about these things. And at the end of the lesson, I'm going to show you this writing checklist for you to check all of your sentences using this checklist. Now it's time for you to write your 3 detailed sentences that support the main idea, topic, and conclusion. So, what did you learn about the text, the main idea, and important details? Green means go. I learned that the text is mostly about how seeds grow into plants. If you want to, you can push pause and write this topic sentence. I learned that the text is mostly about how seeds grow into plants. First, there are many parts of, so say your sentence, complete it. First, there are many parts of. After you say your sentence, push pause, write your sentence. And when you're finished with your first yellow sentence, push play to rejoin the lesson. Second, the fruit or pod grows. Second, the fruit or pod grows. Say your sentence, push pause and write your sentence. And when you're finished with your second yellow sentence, push play to rejoin the lesson. Third, germination is when a seed coat breaks. Third, germination is when a seed coat breaks. Say your sentence. Push pause and write your sentence. And when you're done writing your third detailed sentence, push play to rejoin the lesson. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how plants grow. If you want to, you can push pause and write your conclusion sentence so that you have 5 sentences in a paragraph, but you don't need to. The main thing is to say the main idea and to write your 3 important details that support the main idea. All right, it's time to check your work using your writing checklist. Look at your 3 sentences. Did you use finger spaces between your words? Did you use punctuation? Did you put uppercase or capital letters at the beginning of each of your sentences? Did you sound out unknown words? And then my favorite, go back and reread each of your sentences to make sure that you didn't leave something out, or if you wrote words that didn't make sense, to change them. This is your time to you can push pause and check your 3 sentences that you wrote. And when you're done checking using the checklist, push play. All right, at the top of your paper, I want you to reflect on your learning. How did you reach your learning target? I can say the main topic and write key details of the text from seed to plant using complete sentences. Would you give yourself a 4? I could teach this lesson. I easily wrote all 3 detailed sentences. Remember those yellow detailed sentences? I also used my writing checklist for all of my sentences. Or would you give yourself a 3? I understood this lesson completely. I wrote 2 to 3 detailed sentences. I also used my writing checklist for most of my sentences. Or would you give yourself a 2? I understood some of the lesson. I wrote 1 to 2 detailed sentences, and I used my writing checklist for some of my sentences. Or would you give yourself a 1? I did not understand this lesson. I did not write any detailed sentences, and I did not use my writing checklist. So write your reflection at the top of your paper: 4, 3, 2, or 1. All right. Now you can look at my example. What did you learn about the text? The main idea and important details. I learned the text is mostly about how seeds grow into plants. First, there are many parts of a flower. The stamen makes pollen. A grain of pollen must land on the sticky stigma before a seed can start to grow. Second, the fruit or pod grows around the seed and protects it. Once the fruit ripens, the seeds are scattered by animals, people, and the wind. You could also say water. Third, germination is when a seed coat breaks open and sprouts. From there, a root grows down in the soil to get water and minerals. With this food, it can grow a shoot. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn how. What was our conclusion? It's related to the main idea. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn how plants grow. Thank you, everyone, for writing with me today and talking about the text from seed to plant. Have a great day.